Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday, April the 2nd, and it appears that some inclement weather is going to be coming through our area. And so the decision was made to not meet together, but rather to use a video instead. Um, I, we've been going through the Gospel of Mark on Wednesday nights, and I love Wednesday nights. If you've not been to a Wednesday night Bible study, I really want to encourage you to try to do that. And it's because there's good conversation that happens. I think we all learn, we all grow, and so for that reason, I don't want to continue with Mark tonight. I just really value that time together on Wednesdays, and I think we would be doing an injustice to the text if we did it over video like this. I've done that before, but I prefer not to. Instead, tonight I'm going to use this time to talk a little bit about our upcoming Easter event, and I know some of you hear me say that, and you're tired of hearing about it. But I don't know of any other way to sort of stress the importance of it than to talk about it. With the exception of those who've accepted Christ since I've been at Richland, I don't think I've been a part of something as important as what this could be for our church family, and I just want to share with you my heart behind why it's happening, and then a little bit of detail about what is going to happen. For me, this started last Easter when Easter kind of snuck up on me, and I realized that I do a lot more preparation for Christmas than I do Easter, and that's just not right. I mean, it's great that we do preparation for Christmas, but Easter's the reason Christmas matters, and so we've put together a website and several sessions that are going to be happening on the week before Easter. I've been announcing that for a while now. And the reason being for the full week is the week of Jesus' Passion, the last week of his life before his crucifixion. There were some really important, definitive moments that took place. And so we're going to highlight each of those moments, or at least some of those moments, each day of the week leading up to Easter. And when we talked about the Gospel of Mark, in Mark's Gospel, almost a third of his entire Gospel, which covers 3 years of Jesus' life, almost a third of it is focused just on that last week. And so I think there's some things that if we focus on them and we really process what they meant. I mean, Jesus was very strategic about what he did and when he did it. And I think when we begin to understand the significance of each of those moments, we understand more about the significance of what happened at the crucifixion and the resurrection. So what we've done is we've put together, again, a week's worth of material for you to use. And I'm going to try, if I can, to share my screen with you guys. So when you visit the website, which you can get there through a QR code or a link we can share with folks, you'll see that the first thing you see on the homepage is a button that says "Click here to begin." If you do that, it's going to take you to a couple of videos. One is a welcome video explaining how the week is going to work, and then below that is sort of a timeline explanation of 3 days and 3 nights. That's one of those things that people sometimes get confused about. So I think that video is very helpful. But really, the meat of this site is going to be down here. And each day, if you click the connect associated with each of these icons, it's going to take you to some things that you could do. I'm going to choose Wednesday for the purpose of this video and walk you through just the daily activities. This is designed such that you would be able to start your day thinking about this element of the story of Easter and really sort of engross yourself in it and pay attention to it all day. So for example, the first video here is just a video of me discussing what foot washing is and why it's part of this particular week. If we go back to the scripture for this particular day, if you click on the button for the scripture, it's going to take you to the passage where this is discussed in the text. That said, this particular one is only found in the Gospel of John. It's the only story we're going to look at that's only in the Gospel of John. If it's in multiple Gospels, then you'll have buttons for all of the places in the scripture where you'll find that text. Wednesday's activity, there will be an activity each day. This particular activity asks you to choose 3 of the acts of services listed below and to complete those and to do so all on Wednesday. Again, that kind of keeps you engaged in the story throughout the day. If you don't want to choose one of these, you wouldn't have to. These are just some ideas, but the idea is the whole uh, process of foot washing is serving one another, and so looking for ways to do that throughout your day on Wednesday is kind of the focus. And then we get into the deeper study. You may be aware that foot washing is not something that happens in the Missionary Baptist Church most of the time. It's not something that's part of our regular routine at Richland. But a lot of folks, there are folks that believe that's something that is required of us. This particular link is going to take you to a discussion that explains why we don't consider it an ordinance at Richland. But it is still a worthy activity and something that is great to remind us of how Christ serves us and how we are to serve one another. And then last but not least, we have our Wednesday evening. And we're going to have here posted the songs that are going to be sung that night. Also, an announcement about who's going to be preaching, particularly this night. It's Danny Mooneyhan, and we're looking forward to his message. But again, the whole idea behind all of this is that we would engage with the Easter story and that we would do so in a really deep way and prepare our hearts for Easter. By the time it comes, we will have hopefully a greater appreciation for what it's all about. I really want to encourage you to try to prioritize. That's why I've been talking about it for so long. Try to prioritize being here on those nights. I've really tried to make it as convenient as we can. I know everybody's busy. My intention is that we would be there for an hour each night, and then you would go about your business after that. Again, 3 songs and a message, and all designed to really drive home the event that is the focus of each night. Again, if you need me through the week, I hope you'll let me know. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you have questions, we're going to be updating. We know there's some things we need to update on the video. We're going to be doing that. But as you kind of look through this, by all means, let us know if you have questions. I will make mention too that you may have noticed the cap that I was wearing at the beginning of the video. Those caps and t-shirts are still available, and we are looking to sell those to raise money for Operation Christmas Child. They're still, as far as I know, all colors and most sizes are still available. If you would help us out by purchasing one of those, that would be much appreciated. I will also mention that on the sleeve of the t-shirts is a QR code that will take anybody to this very same website that I'm showing you tonight. It might be a great way to engage somebody in the story of Easter. If they see your shirt and have questions, I encourage you to have them scan that. Again, thank you for clicking on the video tonight. Look forward to seeing you next Sunday, and certainly looking forward to this event.